So what's going on, guys? DIY Dan here again, and this is another episode of Day to Day Around the House. In this video, I'm going to be installing a sunshade on the patio of my father-in-law's house. They like to spend quite a bit of time on their patio, and that sun was hitting that patio directly during the hottest part of the day. So they purchased this sunshade, and I told them I'd help them install it. Now, the only tricky part about doing this install is everything on this patio is made of stucco. And stucco can be a little tricky to anchor things into. I'm going to do a quick overview of how stucco is constructed so you understand what it takes to anchor something into it. Show you the drill bits I used to drill through the stucco and the anchors that I ended up using to mount this sunshade. And the information in this video should help you with any installation that you're trying to do through a stucco wall or ceiling, not just a sunshade. So let's get to it. So the little anchors that they sent with this sunshade were not going to be adequate to hold this, especially in stucco. If you try and use those anchors to anchor into stucco, all you're going to do is break away a bunch of stucco and your sunshade's going to eventually fall off. In order to anchor to stucco, you should understand kind of what you're dealing with. Stucco is an exterior coating that is considered to be most like a plaster and has excellent resilience to the elements, but does not have much in the way of holding power for anchoring anything into. So there's actually two layers of the plaster that is the stucco, and those can both add up to be about a ½ inch thick. Then there's some wire mesh that it uses to adhere to. Under the wire mesh is a layer of styrofoam for insulation, which is probably a minimum of at least a ½ inch thick, which is also used for the stucco to adhere to. So right there, just in that, you've got over an inch of material that you cannot anchor anything into that's going to hold anything substantial. Once you finally get past that foam, then you can anchor into the wall sheathing, which is definitely strong enough to hold a light sunshade like this one. If you're anchoring something really heavy, you might need to try and find the studs behind that stucco. That can be rather difficult because your standard stud finders won't really work. If you are trying to anchor something heavier duty in a wide open span like a patio, the good news is there are support beams run across those wide open areas like that, and those will hold anything you want to attach to them. So the first thing I did was kind of line up where we wanted that sunshade to be. He decided he wanted it off-centered of this opening all the way against the one side of the house. We did space it out a couple inches, so as he was operating it with the cord, his hands weren't rubbing up against the stucco and possibly cutting them. I held the first mounting bracket up in place where I wanted it and just used a pencil to go through the holes of that bracket and mark the stucco. For the first couple brackets, I did use a masonry drill bit to go through the stucco. That really didn't end up being necessary. A regular drill bit will go through this stucco material. Furthermore, you want to use a regular drill setting. Do not use any type of a hammer drill because you will break away a lot more material than what you're going to want to. And I do recommend going with a smaller drill bit than the size of the screw you're actually putting in place because that stucco will tend to break away a little bit. You can always go bigger, but if you go too big to start with and you break out more material than what you're wanting, you might end up seeing that broken stucco out past the bracket that you're mounting. Also, when drilling this, I only went through the actual stucco plaster material. Once I got through that, I stopped and I just used my impact driver to run the screws in the rest of the way. In this clip, I actually decided to use some 2-inch screws, figuring those would be long enough, but I couldn't feel the screw biting into anything substantial, so I pulled those back out and used some 3-inch drywall screws. A 2.5-inch drywall screw would have been ideal, but I didn't have that size at the time of doing this project, so I had to go a little longer. You'll notice as I start screwing them in, they go in easy for the first 2 inches, and that last inch you hit the wood and you can hear that impact hammering down and tightening that screw into that wood underneath the stucco. Another thing to be careful of is you don't over tighten those screws, because keep in mind it's just a couple layers of plaster and styrofoam that could collapse and you could crack your stucco that way. So what I would recommend is when you get close to where you think you're getting tight, start wiggling that bracket, and as soon as that bracket is snug and not moving, then stop tightening it down so you don't have that chance of cracking your stucco that way. The other option is use a drill to tighten these screws down so you can set the torque setting on it to help prevent that as well. I think those 2.5-inch screws would have penetrated into the wall sheathing for sure. Being as though I ended up using the 3-inch, I'm almost positive I went into that support beam that was above the wall sheathing and therefore has plenty of strength to hold this little tiny sunshade, and would have had enough strength to hold something a lot heavier. Once I got that first mounting bracket in place, then we temporarily put the sunshade together so I could mark the other side. Since the side without the pull cord is just an idler, there's just a little adapter that slides into the end of the sunshade, and then it slides into a groove in the mounting bracket. Now the side that does have the pull cord, it does have to go on a certain way. There is basically a little keyway that goes in there, and that's what allows you to operate that pull cord and turn the sunshade. So you got to make sure that's lined up correctly, slide it in position. Then I just slid the idler roller in the other side and into the mounting bracket and held it up in place so I could mark it with a pencil. So truth be told, I just eyeballed this as far as how far in from the outside of the wall I went, but I did double check myself with the tape measure to make sure I was even side to side. So I did end up being like a 1/4 inch off, so I measured in the same distance as the initial bracket. Then I held that bracket up there again, used my initial holes to make sure I was at the same distance, and remarked them as far as how far in from the edge of the wall. At this point, I was still using the 1/4 inch masonry drill bits in order to go through the stucco, which ended up being completely unnecessary, and I just recommend using a regular drill bit that is smaller than a 1/4 inch, because that 1/4 inch masonry drill bit took those holes out to probably about 5/16, which again wasn't big enough where you could see it out past the mounting bracket, so it wasn't a big deal, but it is something to watch out for. Here's a good example of why you should be wearing safety glasses. When tightening that screw, a piece of the stucco material fell right into my eye. Once both of the mounting brackets are held tight, then all you have to do is lift that sunshade, put the side that has the cord running to it on first because you have to slide it on, then put that adapter piece in the other side. You might have to bend the mounting bracket just a little bit to get it to slide into the slot on the idler side. The holes in both mounting brackets are slotted, so you can also loosen them up a little bit if it's way too loose, and slide them towards each other to tighten it up, so hopefully your sunshade does not fall out during a big windstorm. Mine were mounted tight enough where I wasn't worried about it. This sunshade also had the option of mounting it on the front of a wall instead of underneath like a ceiling, and that's just in the instructions that you will follow in order to switch these brackets around. It also came with an extra bracket that you can anchor to the bottom of the sunshade to hold it in the down position so the wind doesn't flip it around like crazy. I put the bungee through the hole at the bottom of the sunshade. Basically, it just loops around and back through itself. I held the bracket in place and marked it with a pencil. Now this is where I ended up using a 1/8 inch regular drill bit, and it goes right through this stucco without a problem. The other thing that was nicer about using the smaller drill bit size is with the texture of the stucco with the high and low spots, it's easier to make sure you get that drill bit started where you've got it marked. The bigger the drill bit you use to start with, the harder it's going to be to do that. Even with that 1/8 inch drill bit, I was having a hard time on the one hole getting it to go where I wanted it to. So the best way to go is do a small bit to do a pilot hole, and then use a bigger drill bit to get it out to the size of the screw hole that you need to anchor whatever you're installing. It also came with a plastic hook to hold the pull cord. So we just snapped that over the pull cord and then put it where we wanted it. This time I drilled right through the mounting bracket, through the stucco, and then anchored the screw. Once anchoring the first screw into place, then I just used that 1/8 inch drill bit to go directly through the bracket, through the stucco, and then used another 3-inch screw to anchor the second part of that mounting bracket. This is the way I would recommend mounting all the brackets, one screw at a time, and drill through the bracket that you're mounting so it does not allow you to get off when you are drilling the holes through the stucco. Once again, because that texture makes it kind of hard to drill those holes and make sure you don't get off center. And that's about all there is to it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and it gave you some good information. If so, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. The whole concept of my channel is to give you guys the most information in the least amount of time as possible so I don't waste your time. And I hope to see you next time. Have a good one. Later.